By my reckoning, since about the age of 5, I've had problems with depression, and far too much of it has been bad. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't something that I could understand, and it wasn't something that I knew how to talk about, which is a great shame because from the age of 10, there have been times when it's been almost as bad as it could get. I finally had the sense, this is way back in March 2012, to get help. If I hadn't, then I wouldn't be talking to you at this point. I was diagnosed with mild depression. For those of you who can understand what I'm talking about, you will appreciate that whoever came up with that definition has come up with one of the greatest understatements of all time, past, present, and future. The option of taking medication, but as far as I was concerned about any negative effect on my mind, I decided not to. As it turns out, steering clear of medication was a good move. I had to take, 2 different meds, 2 different points, with a similar composition to antidepressants. The first I took for 3 days, and the second I made the mistake of taking for nearly 2 weeks. Both of them made me feel highly suicidal. Needless to say, I thought it best not to try any further medication of that ilk. I went through the usual counselling, which helped me to make sense of what was going on in my grey cells, but it couldn't do anything to cure it. At the time, I lived in Edinburgh. Unfortunately for me, my local health authority funded a program called Healthy Active Minds. The basic theory was that exercise could help you to fight depression. And you know something? They're right. If you have any problems with depression, then unless it's real heavy-duty stuff, then I strongly urge you to factor in some kind of exercise into your routine. As you're well aware, exercise comes in many different forms, so it should be easy to find something that fits to you. Because of my existing health issues, I have to get plenty of walking in, and walking is a great way to relax, whilst the rest of the world goes rushing past. The other thing that I did was to get back into the gym, where I renewed my acquaintance with the gluteus maximizer, or as everybody else calls it, the rowing machine. Regardless of whether or not you have depression, if you want something that can push you to the limits and beyond, whilst you compete with the world, then sign up for your free logbook at concept2.com and get rowing. When you compete against the world, it gives you a massive boost and your motivation goes stratospheric. The thing about the logbook is every time you enter a new time, it becomes a world ranking. Just see the smile on your face as you start to climb the rankings. I certainly found that the harder that I push myself, the less I'll be visited by my depression. Unfortunately, health issues forced me to stop rowing and go into the gym. And once I'd started that, I noticed a sizable difference in my moods once the effects of the exercise and all that dopamine had worn off. But at least I can still get a walking in. Now then, here are a few strategies that you can try. Number 1, runner's high. When you push your body hard, it can experience what is known as a runner's high. which is the result of an endorphin surge in your body. Unfortunately, it's only a temporary boost, but it can certainly help reduce depression over the short term. If you're lucky, all you need is the right situation to release the endorphins. I had massive endorphin surges when I was a hockey goalkeeper. On those days, I would have no idea at all about what had happened on the pitch. All I knew was that at some point I floated off and was at one with the world. I remember the first time that I rode a half marathon. Oh dear God, the high that I was on kept me going for ages. If you're having problems, maybe you're just feeling low, maybe you're feeling stressed. No matter what the situation, give yourself an exercise boost. You might not be able to head off to the gym, but you should be able to find the time to walk. If you really want to push yourself, then walking fast is a great way to burn off some of that angst. I try to walk at least 5 miles a day, and depending on how dynamic I'm feeling, it can take, an hour and a half or so? If you can get in at least a good 30-minute workout, then it will not only help with your depression, but it can also boost your energy and concentration levels. A good workout will make you feel good, and if you're feeling good, then those dark thoughts will very, very kindly leave you alone for a wee while. 2. One thing that I can recommend, and that's building muscle. There are benefits in this, whether or not you have depression. Any new muscle that you can build can burn calories whilst you're at rest. Building muscle improves your overall condition, and with a stronger and healthier body, you'll feel a lot better about yourself. 3. Depression or not, if you want to reap the benefits of a more active lifestyle, then you really need to be doing something pretty much every day. I'm not saying that the world will end if you don't go to the gym 7 days a week. Something as simple as a daily walk can do wonders for you. I walk 7 days a week, which can certainly be fun with inclement weather, but it works, and I keep on walking. Everyone is different, so you will all react in different ways. It will take time to notice the difference. Because of the competitive element of the rowing, I noticed an instant improvement, but you could take up to 7 weeks. Think of the time before the benefits kick in as a loading dose. As you are reprogramming your mind, repetition is the key, and the more often you do something, the more your mind comes to accept it as your natural state of being. Whatever you do, don't stop exercising as soon as your symptoms improve. This is something that you're going to have to stick to. If you stop, then you will notice the difference. 4. Exercise might not be able to completely do away with your need for medication, but it can help. Regular exercise will help you to feel better in yourself and much more positive about yourself. I don't need to tell you how much this will be worth to you. 5. Develop an exercise routine. That can have massive benefits for you. It gives you something to look forward to. It gives you the feeling that you're doing something positive and life-affirming, and that you're retaking control of your life. Exercise has worked for me. My local health authority would not put money into something if it didn't work. Exercise will not only improve your overall physical condition, but it will help to mitigate your symptoms. It's up to you what you do. The easiest exercise that you can do is to increase the distance and pace that you walk. All that you have to do is do something. Right, my friend, until the next time, keep living.